Hello my lovelies, Sophia here and welcome to my channel Sophia Psychic Tarot. Now today's pick a card reading is going to be who will you meet and date next? Okay, so if you're single and you're thinking, you know, when am I going to meet somebody, who am I going to meet, what will it be like, then this is a reading for you. And also perhaps you're in a relationship that you're not happy in. Again, you know, this may give you some guidance. Now, please bear in mind that it is a very general reading. It's not a private reading. Several hundred of you or thousands might pick pile number one, but you're not all going to suddenly meet the same personality person or in the same place. Okay, so it is just going to be for fun. It really is going to be for fun. So we're going to play with this and we're going to see what we get. Now I've pre-shuffled the cards. I haven't looked at them. I just sort of shuffled them, each one saying, you know, for those viewers who choose pile number one, what is the personality of their person going to be? Where are you likely to meet? What's your relationship going to be like? And sort of any other oracle cards to come in as well to give extra messages. Okay, so this is going to be pile number one. This one's going to be pile number two, number three, number four, and number five. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the timestamps are going to be in the description box below. Sometimes I notice people say there's no timestamps. I always put the timestamps on. They're not in the comments section. They're in the description box. Okay, I'll leave you to choose. Okay, for those of you who chose pile number one, I'm going to leave the other cards here because I'll probably, if I move them, I'll forget which order they're in. So for you, we are going to look at the personality of the person. Okay, what are they going to be like? Okay, we've got the Ten of Pentacles. So this is money, security. Okay, so I'm getting a couple things through on this. I feel that they are somebody who is good with money. They may work in a money environment, either say in a bank or an accountant or cashier or somewhere where they either have dealings with money and finances, or they are a good business person. They may have their own business. I feel their character is that they are very optimistic. They are well liked. They can be quite cheeky but lovable. They are a slow plodder. They don't rush in. They like to think about things. It reminds me very much of a boss I once had who, if salespeople would ring him up, he would say to them, you know, if they were trying to push for a sale or get him to commit, he'd say, if you want the answer to be yes, then let me think about it. If you don't let me think about it, then the answer will be no. So I feel that this person is a bit like, I got then, as I said that, like the Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, or the Pentacles, you know, whichever gender, it's not gender specific. Okay, so they are down to earth, they're grounded, they are positive, they've got a sunny character, you know, they're optimistic, they're good with money, they've got a good business head, they're brilliant at saving money, you know, they're not a spendthrift, they don't jump in, rush in to making decisions that are going to backfire or whatever. They are quite grounded and quite a secure person, and secure in themselves as well. Okay, they know what they want. They're sort of, you know, the law of attraction, they are good at that because they are always sort of positive. It's very rare that they are negative, so they're mainly positive and they just seem to attract everything that they want. Okay, right, where are you likely to meet? Okay, from this card I feel it's indoors. Okay, I'm feeling that this is the doors, you know, and she's this side of the doors. I feel from this like I'm going to use this as a scenario because it sort of came into my head, but say you're shopping, okay, clothes or wherever, or food shop, and you're just sort of casually looking, you know, into the freezers or into the on the shelves and that, and you're pondering and you're thinking in your head, right, do I buy baked beans or do I buy kidney beans or whatever, or where's the flour, or I don't know. But this person notices you. You seem to be unaware of them, so they notice you. Now, whether they come forward and say anything to you the first time you meet, you know, you could go shopping the following week or whenever, or a month's time or whatever, and you bump, you know, they bump into you again because I don't feel that you're aware of them, then they will pluck up the courage and ask you out, especially as they're, you know, a positive type of person. So I think it's like, you know, hey, I like her, she's mine, I'm going to have her. Not as crude as that, but you know what I mean. They see you first, I feel. And it's in a public place, and I feel it's, I don't feel it's like a nightclub or a pub or anything like that. In a social environment, I feel it's literally like if you're shopping or you're casually browsing at something, wherever you are, you're browsing at something, and you could be in a market or car boot sale. I don't know, but that's the sort of, oh no, because I said it's indoors, it's not going to be a car boot sale. It could be a fete or indoor fete, I don't know. But indoors somewhere, and I feel that they notice you, you're not aware of them. Right. Advice, affirmations: to lift up your thoughts and energy and to attract what you desire, use positive affirmations. Okay, if they're into sort of manifesting and always positive, they're doing it automatically anyway, whether they are practicing it or, you know, that's just you know, the law of attraction is if you think positive, you attract positive. If you think negative, you attract negative. Okay, so for you, you know, if you're sat at home and you're thinking, oh, I'm never going to meet anybody, my last relationship was horrendous, or I don't want somebody who was like that, you know, then start having positive affirmations. I intend to meet the man of my dreams. I intend for him to be tall, dark and handsome. I intend to be loved by this person, and I intend to love myself. Remember, you've got to love yourself before somebody else can love you. Okay, so affirmations is sort of a spirit message for you there as well. And the romance angels is worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So the angels are sort of guiding this person towards you, especially if they see you. It's like they're guiding them. Oh, look, there she is. Look at her looking at the bread over there. Okay, so it's worth waiting for. Right. And I feel from this card is that once you've met, okay, it may be a couple of things I'm getting from that. You know, when I said that he notices, or they notice you first, whether it's male or female, notice you first, and then I feel that they could go away if they didn't approach you and they're like, oh my God, I can't get her out of my head, or them out of my head, I've got to find them again. You know, I'm going back there next week in the hope that this is where they shop regularly or where they'll be again, sort of thing. If they do pluck up the courage and ask you out the first time, then I feel that this is saying that they just, and you both will be, you know, you'll go away and you maybe exchange numbers or whatever, but you are thinking about each other all the time. Okay, you're in each other's thoughts all the time. Okay, so what will your relationship be like? Wow, the Four of Rods, you know, the 1111 card. What did we say about divine timing here from the angels? Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at play here, is at work in your love life. You know, it's divine match. Okay, you're going to be contented, you're going to be happy. It could be an engagement, it could be marriage on this card. Even if it doesn't lead to that, you know, it's not going to be a quick wham bam, thank you ma'am. It's going to be something quite secure. And as well with that Ten of Pentacles, you know, the security, it's going to be secure with, you know, not a lot of money worries. Okay, and the overall sort of last message is a new dawn. The worst is now behind you and positive new experiences are on the horizon. You know, it's just such a nice feeling that I'm getting from this, especially with this card and with the angels as well. So do your positive affirmations, you know, that you're going to be on each other's mind. You're going to think about each other. Even when you're together, you're just going to be thinking about each other constantly. But he, or this person, I keep saying he, sorry, this person is just going to be such a well-liked character. Okay, such a nice feeling I'm getting from that pile. So good luck with those who chose pile number 1. Love and light. Okay, my lovelies, for those of you who chose pile number 2, let's have a look at what we got here. I've kept the piles in their place. I've just done number 1, obviously, because if I moved them, I'd forget which ones they are. So let's have a look at the personality of this person. Okay, we've got the Fool card. So they are going to be quite the joker. Okay, they might like playing practical jokes on people. They might like mischief making. They're playful, they're jokey, they laugh, you know. They could be like to be the center of attention. If, you know, sometimes, you know, the jester or the joker in the old days used to come in and perform as a crowd pleaser sort of thing. So it could be that he's, you know, they, whoever, you know, it's not gender specific. They like to be the center of attention. But if they don't like to be the center of attention, then they are sort of a jokey, laughy, fun-loving kind of person. Okay. Where are you likely to meet? Okay, the Hierophant. So from this, I feel with the cross, it could be a place of worship. It could be in a place where there is, you know, where I live, that it's a city and there is a cathedral. So it could be sort of representing that. Could be somewhere that's got an historic place of worship or religious factor, or a place where you would sightsee, history's connected. That sort of feeling I'm getting from this traditional sort of place. Okay, it could be a museum I suddenly got then, a library, any sort of historic, old, reliable sort of place, okay, or religious place, or architecture sort of place, you know, with the columns, the big columns there on either side, okay. Could be at somebody's wedding, I suppose, you know, or christening. God forbid a funeral, but, you know, it could be that coming through. You might meet somebody at some sort of gathering of some kind. Okay, Oracle card. Autumn. In the fall season, everything comes together and you reap wonderful harvests of abundance. Okay, it's like she's almost wishing to the fairy, you know, like in Peter Pan with the Tinkerbell. You know, Tinkerbell had Peter Pan's back. Okay, so I feel between now and autumn, definitely by autumn, if you've not met this person, then you should have done by the end of the fall. So that will be by the end of November. Okay, between now and November, you should meet this person. Okay, romance angels. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Okay, so stay optimistic. You know, if it isn't soon and it is later, like, you know, more towards sort of those September, October, November months, then stay optimistic and be positive. Positive affirmations to yourself, positive thinking. Okay, but in the meantime, work on yourself. You know, love yourself. If you don't love yourself, how can anybody else love you? You know, work on yourself as well. Right, what other sort of message? Right, in this relationship, you could travel quite a bit, the two of you. Okay, you could have lots of lovely holidays. You could enjoy traveling. You may move in together. It's a card of movement. Okay, so there will always be sort of movement, traveling, enjoying things around you, moving home. Okay, what will your relationship be like? the Star card. It's hopeful. It seems to me that this will last. You know, it won't just be a quick relationship. I feel that the next person you meet and date will be sort of, you know, it's also a card of the future, so they will be here for a while, if not, you know, for the foreseeable future. Okay. And waves of prosperity, new abundance and exciting opportunities wash over you now. So I feel that when, you know, when you meet them, you're going to feel like you've hit the jackpot. Okay, they're fun-loving, they're a laugh, you know, stay optimistic, you may travel, you've got a good future together. You know, it may not be forever, it may not be marriage, but, you know, even people who do get married divorce. So, you know, I feel it's going to be more than a couple of dates. It's going to last longer than that. Stay optimistic. You should know by the autumn. You'll meet them in some sort of cultural place or religious place or town with some old buildings that are significant, and they're going to be quite the joker. It's going to be a laugh. Never a dull moment, they're saying. Okay, number 2s. Love and light. Okay, my lovelies who chose pile number 3. I've kept the cards in their position because I didn't want to move them. So let's look at the person's personality. What sort of personality are they going to have? Okay, I'm not getting a court card, but I feel with this card, it's a card of decision. So I feel that they are good at making decisions. They're a good decision maker. They are optimistic. They see, if you look here, she's looking at the lighter side rather than the negative side, the positives rather than the negatives. So I feel that this person with the sun above them is, you know, a fun-loving person who is positive rather than negative. You know, everybody can have low moments, but they tend to have more positive than low moments. They may have a flash car. They may be in the car trade. They may drive a delivery vehicle or be a racing driver. But, you know, if it's not sort of a decision maker and a positive person, then it could be somebody who deals in some sort of transport of some kind or has a particular vehicle that stands out. Okay, right, where are you likely to meet this person? Okay, the first thing I'm seeing is perhaps at somebody's party or somebody's wedding here, or an engagement party. It could be at somebody's home, you know, where you're sort of sat there and you're thinking, oh, everybody's having a lovely time around me. Or it could be a nightclub or some social gathering of some kind. And you're sort of sat there, and then they come over and approach you, or you might see them and have your eye on them, but it's in some sort of that sort of feeling I'm getting from this. Okay, so somewhere indoors that's either a big social event like a wedding, perhaps christening, engagement, or somebody's significant birthday, like, you know, 21, 30, whatever, or it could just be in a nightclub of some kind, or some sort of place that you would go to as a social event. Okay, let's look at the oracle message. Perfect timing. This is the right time for you to move forward. So it seems that meeting this perfect person, you know, I sort of feel that my guides are saying, don't worry, you know, if you're feeling like this, or everybody else gets their partners and I've got nobody, you know, that this person is coming to you when it's the perfect timing. Perhaps you need to work on yourself first before you meet them, especially if you've just come out of a rough relationship. Then sometimes we need time to heal and to sort of love ourselves again and gain confidence. Okay, but it's all in perfect timing, so don't worry, it's coming. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So this person could, you know, you may be different cultures, or different religions or different ideas about spirituality. You may be the same. But religious factors, the romance angels are saying, is going to be, you know, your love life is influenced by religious upbringing and spiritual path. Okay, sometimes it can be, when I get this card out in other readings, I sort of say, you know, it's a bit like the Hierophant card. Stick to your beliefs and your traditions as well. Okay. So I felt then as well that you two could have the same sort of beliefs. You were brought up quite similar. Okay. With similar parental guidance. Right, what other message? Oh, this is lovely. This is like the Two of Cups. Okay, you are compatible. Okay, you are compatible. It's going to be a loving relationship. I love that card. Okay, and the King of Cups. Yes, they are going to be very loving. They're going to be very loving as well. Okay, they will offer you their emotions, you know, they will be very loving, they'll be very kind, very sincere. Nice, 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 nice. It's not going to be totally perfect. It may not be forever, but I feel that this relationship, especially with this one, is going to be quite solid. It's going to be a relationship that you will have an impact on your life, even if it doesn't go the distance. I also got, looking back at that one, it's like if you have children together, then your parenting skills are going to be on the same level. Some couples who, you know, have children, and I've experienced it myself, you know, the other partner is brought up differently, and so different things come into the mix with the children. Okay, so, but on this one I feel that if you have children together, then, or you're bringing children together, if you've got them already, then I feel that it will be balanced. Okay, and simplify your life. Eliminate clutter from your home and work life to balance the flow of activities. So I feel, sort of enjoy yourselves, you know, don't get bogged down by routine or stuck in a rut. I feel it's sort of make time for yourselves. This, I feel, is a relationship that will last longer, because it's like I'm seeing you together as a long term. So when I'm saying, you know, don't get stuck in a rut, you're not going to get stuck in a rut as soon as you meet. It's sort of just keep feeding this relationship, okay, and just keep things light. Okay, if you clutter up your home, it becomes negative, it becomes draining. Okay, so keep things light and airy, and I think that's a symbol as well for even if you didn't get to the stage where you move in together or whatever, but it's just keeping things light and simple. Okay, fun loving, keep the flow of activities. Sometimes when we meet as well, they're bringing through that we can meet, and we can sort of after a couple of dates start to act as if we've known each other forever and ever, and we become stuck in a rut because we're like suddenly gone from honeymoon straight into, well, yeah, I met you, now we're like settling down, and it's all too soon, and you become an old couple before you've experienced the honeymoon period, if you get what I mean. I didn't explain that very well, but hopefully somebody will get what I mean. Okay, so when I'm channeling as well, I tend to just sort of babble on with what they're bringing through, the pictures that I'm seeing. So keep it light and fun loving. Okay, keep it light and fun loving. Okay, my number threes, I hope that has brought you some fun. Thank you, love and light. For those of you who chose pile number 4, right, I've been keeping the piles here so that I didn't move them and mix them up. So let's look at the personality of the person you're going to meet. Okay, the Empress. This isn't gender specific, okay, so it's just sort of what this card represents is that this person is going to be quite grounded. They're going to be quite nurturing. They are going to be level-headed. They may be quite intuitive. They are well liked. I feel that they are good looking. They are confident. You may even find them bewitching. You know, they are sort of mesmerizing. They are seductive. I'm getting through lots and lots of things here. They are like, they've got the wow factor. If it's the divine masculine or the divine feminine, you know, they've got the wow factor here. They are like a god or a goddess. They are popular. They are just everything. They have got it all. Okay, where are you likely to meet, or how are you likely to meet? Well, the moon card's here, so I feel that it's nighttime or early evening. Okay, so you could be out at a club. You could be out at some events, some social gathering, in a pub, but sort of with the moon, then I feel that it is a nighttime activity. You're out somewhere in the evening or at night where you meet them. Oracle cards, you've got the power. I think they have. Use your abilities to resolve the situation. You can do it. I just feel that it is like you will be walking on air. Okay, she's walking on a tightrope, but I don't feel it's that saying like tread carefully. I feel it's like you will just feel like, my goodness, where have they been hiding? How come they're attracted to me? Well, don't put yourself down, because you've got the power as well as them. Okay. All right. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. See how that little boy is kissing her and her look on her face is like, wow. Oh my goodness, I can't believe this person loves me. This person loves me. Even the dog at the here is like, what's going on here? I've never seen my master or mistress so happy. It's like, come here, I love you, I love you. Okay, oh dear, right. It was all going so well. It could be a bit chaotic. Okay, you could be so caught up in this, you know, power and wow factor that you're sort of, it's chaotic because you're swept off your feet. It's chaotic because you both want to show each other off to your friends and family. It's going to be non-stop on the go. Okay, when you meet, it's going to be, you're just running around like headless chickens. We're going to go here, we're going to go there. It's going to be a non-stop whirlwind. Okay. And the Four of Swords is here as if to say, in all this chaos, you know, don't rush things. You don't need to run around like idiots or headless chickens. Just take time to chill. Take time with each other as well. Okay. Because I think that both of you may be quite social butterflies. So it's like, whoa, every now and again you need to recharge. Plug in that charger. You need to recharge your batteries. Okay, self-forgiveness. Let go of old guilt and remember that you're God's perfect child. So especially if you meet this person, remember the oracle card there. You've got the power too, as well as them. You know, God or goddess. They are very popular, and you may be thinking that you're not worthy enough. You know, you may feel that you're not good enough, although you're caught up in it all. You know, well, they're saying, well, you've got the power as well. Everybody has. Everybody is unique. It's just how you nurture it. Okay, so if there are things from the past that you need to forgive and forget and heal, then do that. Don't let it sort of come in between this good thing. It may not lead to marriage, it may not last forever, but it's going to be a significant relationship, I feel, not a 5-minute wonder. That's if you can keep up with the pace. You might not be able to keep up with the pace. It might be too much, and you may think, this is just too much. I need a break. I need to get out of this. It could be saying that as well. So it's sort of a mixed pile, this one. It can be taken either way, but there is some sort of self-forgiveness here. Let go of old guilt and remember that you're God's perfect child. Every one of us is unique and perfect. You know, when we were little babies and, you know, our mothers and fathers or, you know, family members were cooing over us, you know, they didn't say, oh no, I don't like them, they got an awful attitude, or they're all very negative person, that one is, oh, negative baby, send that one back, you don't want that one. Okay, we're all unique. We're all God's perfect children. Okay, number 4s. There you go. Quite a mixed bag for you in there. Love and light. Okay, for those of you who chose pile number 5, I've explained to the other ones that I've kept the piles in their position. Obviously, I've read them because we're now at number 5. Okay, so for you, my lovelies, what is the personality going to be like of the person you meet? It's not gender specific, okay, so male or female. 6 of Wands, the victory card, but I feel from this, because I've asked about the personality, they are a very confident, well-liked person. They are positive, they're assertive, they know where they're heading in life, you know, they have little fear of anything. If they want something, they will go for it. They just, you know, take the bull by the horns and they'll go for it. They're popular, you know, the crowd is jeering at them. Yay, he's come home with his victory wreaths. He's fought the battle. So it's a very popular person that you're going to meet. They're going to be, you know, have a personality that is larger than life, I feel. You know, they know what they want. They're optimistic. They're positive. And they are a go-getter, I feel. Wow, the 2 of Cups, instant attraction. It's almost like this person is strutting past you and you're like, oh my goodness. But it's love at first sight, I feel. Love at first sight. As soon as you see each other, it's like, wow. And I don't feel it's lust, you know, a quick, you know, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. I feel, you know, with 2 of Cups, this is sort of a divine intervention and soulmate sort of connection here. A true love, okay? May not go on to marriage, but it's definitely going to be a significant relationship where the feelings are mutual. The 2 of Cups is the feelings are mutual. The lovers tend to be more sort of casual or choices, okay? Right, Oracle card, spring. Your desires fully manifest as the flowers begin to bloom. Okay, we've just come out of spring, or we're just starting to come out of spring, so you may have just met them, you may be on the verge of meeting them, or it definitely will be during summer. I feel if you're watching this and it's not in 2019 and you're watching it in 2020 or whenever, it's still relevant for you, okay? Whenever you find this video, it's relevant for you. So with the flowers still blossoming, you know, some flowers are still going to be coming out in summer, then I feel that it is pretty soon. And look at like the gold on both these cards, that lovely, and even on that one, it's all sunny and positive. It's lovely. Okay, romance angels, flirt, extend your light-hearted energy to others. I think that once you start dating, you know, you've got this 2 of Cups energy, you're just going to be either fully entwined with each other. You know, you could be in a room full of people and only be the only 2 there as far as you 2 are concerned, but your flirting and your happiness rubs off onto others as well, I feel. Okay, yeah, this is going to be a very social sort of relationship. You're going to enjoy going out, meeting each other's friends, families, going out places, you know, whether it's out in nature for walks, by the sea, the moors, traveling, music wise, you could have a music connection. It's just going to be full of social activities. Whatever you can think of, you will be doing, okay? You're not going to be stuck indoors. You're going to be out and about all the time, whether you're socializing at home with friends and family coming round or whatever. Social, social, social. And the Justice card. Okay, just this is going to be a balanced relationship, There's not going to be secrets. I feel, you know, with the sword, it's like the Ace of Swords. There will be no secrets. The truth will always be told. It's going to be balanced. It's going to be harmonious. You know, coming back to that Two of Cups again. The Two of Cups. Even the Victory card, if you didn't take it as their personality, you know, and just the Victory card, this is good. This is good. And tranquility. Make time to relax. Be still and enjoy your solitude. Indulging in much needed self-care. So I think after all your socializing and being busy bees, every now and again it's like, whoa, every now and again you need to recharge your batteries. You know, if you don't go out this weekend or tonight, then you need time to rest. You know, you haven't got to be out and about 24/7. Okay, just remember to take time for yourselves. Lovely, lovely cards for those of you who chose pile number 5. Okay, well, I hope, you know, if you have watched this to the end, you wanted to see them all, then I hope that you have got something out of this. And I've certainly enjoyed doing this reading today. It's something new for me and I've enjoyed it. So I hope that it helps you. Love and light.